This is becoming sort of routine in the city this year. That we're seeing development coming, developers that are both based in Pittsburgh and from around the country that see the potential that is there now. This is no longer talking about what the city will be like in 10 years or 15 years. And Faros understands that there is demand within the city's borders to bring in as many as 10,000 new people. And that's our goal. Our goal is very clear. We want to be able to bring, over the course of the next 10 years, 20,000 people into the city. And I think that when we see development like this, and when we see investment of $100 million coming into Pittsburgh for the first time, that number may be low. There is a renaissance that's going on in Pittsburgh, and it's not about skyscrapers and corporate headquarters, although that's going to be happening too. It's about people that are looking for an urban lifestyle. People that want to be inside of the city, not moving out of the city. And people that are looking for the ability to find a place that they can call home. And because of investment like this, we're able to attract those types of people into our city's borders, providing them amenities that they can't find elsewhere, providing them the opportunity to call the city of Pittsburgh their home. What does that mean for us? Well, for the one thing, it means that we're rebuilding, and we're rebuilding from within. But at another point, too, when you look at developments like this, and the refurbishment of classic landmarks in Pittsburgh, you see a tax base moving back into the city that for decades all we saw was them leave. And what that means is we don't have to start talking about what the next school is we're going to close, because there will be a tax base there to be able to sustain it. And when you look at these types of apartments, what they bring in are young people. And young people tend to have families. And the conversation then shifts from closing schools to opening. And that's what this means to me. It's an investment and a belief in Pittsburgh. Because Faros invests in places where they see knowledge as a centerpiece of an economy. And it says to people here and to people around the country that after 30 years of managing decline, we're now going to have to start getting ready to be able to manage growth. So I wish to thank you personally. I wanted to be here personally to really express the gratitude of understanding and seeing the potential that Pittsburgh has. And for also understanding that it's not 10 years away, and the investment we're putting in is for right now. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you everyone for coming. My name is Jeremy Leventhal, and with my partners, Elliot Gould, Alex Leventhal, our Director of Operations, Deborah Roberts, and our Director of Marketing, Elle Walters, we're pleased to tell you about what we're doing in the city. Over the past 18 months, our organization has spent over $100 million on over 1,200 apartments throughout the downtown area. Currently, we're spending millions more on the renovation of these complexes, currently known as Allegheny Center Apartments, as well as Washington Plaza Apartments, construction projects that were built in the 1960s and haven't had any material changes really since that period of time. We're creating a brand new amenity program at both of these complexes that are going to include lounges, gyms, game rooms, technology spaces, roof decks, really everything that you see around you now in these renderings. Our goal is to create a dynamic downtown living experience. So, as the mayor alluded to, why downtown Pittsburgh? As a whole, the country is seeing a renewed focus on its urban core, and there's a great deal of wonderful things happening in Pittsburgh, especially with the high concentrations of intellectual capital, low cost of living. It's a fantastic place to put down roots and make this type of investment. Ultimately, Faros Properties invest in cities that have strong concentrations of intellectual capital. And materially, we want to invest in places that have smart people. Pittsburgh is one of those places. There is a real renaissance happening in the city. We're excited to contribute under the leadership of Mayor Bill Peduto. And we think these projects are going to create a dynamic place to live, work, play, and just ultimately be great places to interact, collaborate, with easy access to downtown. And we're excited about the future and interested to invest more in the years ahead. And thank you all for your time. Appreciate it.